Hey friends, welcome back to the Untold Compass. Today's topic is one that could hit home for a lot of people, especially if you or someone you love depends on Social Security or Medicaid. Right now, President Trump's new Senate bill is making big waves, and not just the headline-grabbing tax cuts. This thing reaches deep, and the details could seriously impact everything from your refund to your local hospital. Some of these changes are hidden in the fine print, and they're not getting a lot of airtime. So let's break it down quickly and clearly, because knowing what's in this bill might help you get ahead of what's coming. Oh, and before we dive in, let me know in the comments, are you okay with tax cuts if it means trimming programs like Medicaid? I really want to hear what you think. Now, let's talk taxes. Trump's bill keeps the old tax cuts alive and tosses in a few new ones. Some seniors might get extra relief, which sounds great, right? But to pay for those cuts, something's got to give. And what's on the chopping block? Medicaid. Here's the thing, people think Medicaid is just for low-income families. But millions of seniors rely on it too, for nursing homes, home care, and the gaps Medicare doesn't cover. The bill could tighten eligibility and add work requirements. That sounds harmless, until you realize that in places like Arkansas, folks lost coverage just because they missed a form or couldn't navigate a glitchy website. Seniors and caregivers could get tangled in that same red tape. And when people lose coverage, hospitals, especially rural ones, get stuck with the bill. That could push small-town clinics to the brink. Now, some senators are fighting to protect rural hospitals with extra funding, kind of like a financial safety net. But not everyone wants to spend more, so that part's still up in the air. Another twist. Job protections for federal workers, on the line. This bill would make it easier to fire new government employees unless they buy into a special job security program. That includes people who process your Social Security checks. If they're stressed about losing their jobs, you might feel it, through slower service, fewer offices, or more mistakes. There's also a tax on union dues buried in there. That could hit retired workers and weaken unions fighting to protect pensions and elder care. And get this, they even tried to sneak in a rule to stop judges from blocking presidential orders nationwide. That got tossed, but it shows how far the bill was aiming to go, putting more power in the White House and less in the courts. So, why pack all of this into one bill? Some say it's about cutting debt. Others say it's about shrinking the safety net. Either way, the Senate is fighting hard over where to draw the line. And yeah, vote-a-rama is coming up. That's when senators pull an all-nighter tossing out last-minute amendments. Lots of chaos, some good fixes, and plenty of drama. Keep your eye on how this bill affects Social Security offices. If protections shrink, it can mean longer waits and fewer services right when people need them most. Meanwhile, the House has its own version of this bill, with different priorities. If the two chambers can't agree, this could drag out for weeks. So what does this mean for you, sitting at home, just trying to budget for meds or groceries? Don't panic. But do stay prepared. If you rely on Medicaid, or think you might, check in with a social worker or trusted advisor. Update your paperwork. Stay one step ahead. And please, don't tune Congress out just because they bicker. These fast-moving bills can change lives, especially for seniors, rural families, and those already juggling a lot. Here's a quick personal story. My uncle, he's 76, needed home care after a bad fall. Medicare helped, but it was Medicaid that paid for the in-home nurse. Without it, our family would have been in serious trouble. So yeah, this isn't just political. It's personal. As we wait for the Senate to vote, and the House to weigh in, just remember, nothing's final until the President signs it. But now is the time to pay attention. If this video helped you feel a little more in the loop, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and tap the bell so you don't miss what happens next. Drop a comment with what worries you most about this bill. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, thank you for being part of this thoughtful community. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you in the next one.